Bitcoin looks very, very positive, but are we heading lower? I think a crash is coming. Let's get into the charts. Welcome back to Max Trades Crypto. Today we're going to be going over our main daily, 4-hourly and hourly scenario on the chart. But before we get into this, do subscribe to the YouTube channel down below and join the Discord so you can get daily updates. Now, starting on our daily time frame, where we have a 5-wave structure to the upside from the low at 2022 December, right? So we have looked at a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5 completing our bull market, our 4-year bull market, as everyone thought we wouldn't have. We repeated, right? 4 years exactly. Now we are then looking, or 4-year for the cycle. We are then now looking at our possible bear market. Where would we put this bear market on a date? The bear market is often about a year, precisely around 368 days. So how would we label this? We can see here that 365 days from the 3rd of October puts us at 2026 October. So let's actually just draw a horizontal ray or a vertical ray on the 26th October. There is where our Bitcoin bull market should start again, right? So at the moment, what are we looking at? We are possibly looking at a WXY correction to the downside. So let's do some education here. We have 5 waves up. After 5 waves up, we often get 3 waves down. This can either be an A B and a wave C, or a W, an X, or a wave Y, right? That is what we are looking at, either an ABC or a WXY. At the moment, I've labeled this as a WXY, where we are looking at a 3-wave structure in W, 3-wave structure in X, and 3-wave structure in Y. That is how I see this currently playing out. Now, if we move closer or zoom a bit in, we can see that all these moves so far have not been 5-wave structures. You can see this is possibly an A B, and a C in a wave W. Now we are looking for a 3-wave structure in wave X, right? And then another 3-wave structure in wave Y. That is how we are looking at this main scenario on the daily time frame. So now if we go to the 4-hourly time frame, we can see what is playing out here. Let me get to our 4-hourly main time frame. Here it is. So if we go on now to the 4-hourly time frame, we can see that we have a possible corrective structure in this larger wave X, right? So if we toggle on the WXY, you can see here is our W, right? Let me delete one of these. Here is our W. Now we have finished this W in an A B, and a wave C, and now we are looking to finish our wave X. Then following that, we should head lower and look for our wave Y. So how often is a WXY structured? The X wave is often a 3-wave structure again. Now these can get very, very complicated, but we have an X wave is a standard corrective structure in any 3 waves, right? Any type of 3-wave structure. Maybe even it can be a triangle structure. It can be a expanding flat structure. It can be a running flat structure, right? All different types, but at the moment we are looking at another WXY in this wave X, a W up, right? 3 waves in wave W, ABC, followed by an X in a WXY, and then we are looking at an A B, and a wave C in Y. You can see here 3 waves in W, 3 waves in X, and 3 waves in Y. Now all of these little waves have rules, right? Looking at where we are currently, and if we move to the hourly time frame, right, we have completed our 3-wave structure in the wave Y. We have a 5-wave structure in wave A, right? 5 waves in wave A, possibly a double 1, 2, but looks quite complex. I'm not going to break it down now. 5 wave structure in wave A, right? 3 wave structure in wave B, right? And then we are looking at now a 5 wave structure to complete wave C. Right, a 5 wave structure, it could possibly be finished. This could be our high of our wave C, and our wave Y would be finished, right? Or we could be targeting one more high to go possibly to that $100,000 level. Now we measured these out. This 1-to-1 ratio, right, is, let's actually just clear up this chart a bit. This 1-to-1 ratio over here at 97,318 is the length of the wave A. So wave A and wave C are equal in length. Now, wave C can push a bit higher if we do get one more move towards the upside to that $100,000. And where do I get this 1-to-1? We have it in the length of the wave W. Compared to length of the wave Y, they are often equal at 100%, and therefore that $100,000 region is a good target for our wave C. So we could have one more move up, and then we are going to head lower on the 4-hourly time frame. You would be able to see this wave Y, where we have 3 waves heading down. That could take us deep into our 2026 year, right? Possibly then our bear market would be finished with our Y ending here, and then we are getting more moves towards the upside after that. That is the main scenario on the chart at the moment. You can see these 2 vertical lines on the hourly time frame. This is the length of the wave W compared to the length of the wave Y, often falling in the 1 to the 1.618, which is perfectly at the moment hit, right? Perfectly, this length of the wave W is equaling the length of our wave Y. Very, very normal. So the scenario holds very, very firm. Where would I say we are looking at a possible different scenario where we start moving in more 5 wave structures towards the upside? Then I would say, okay, this was possibly a 1 up, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we are heading way, way higher, right? This being a standard 3-wave structure, and the bull market is then not yet complete. So this is our other scenario on the chart where we have a double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then blast off in our wave 3, right? That is the other scenario, but at the moment this looks heavily corrective. We are not seeing a very big correlation between a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, multiple 1, 2s, and then all the way to the upside. Very unlikely, in my opinion, at the moment. But Bitcoin does like to play tricks and like to be very stubborn when it comes to its 1, 2s. So it is possible. But if we do look at what this is creating, this is creating a standard bear flag, or a bearish flag, where we often have something along the lines of this. A bull flag often does this, down and then up, where we have a flag over here. A bear flag goes the other way, and we often move towards the downside. So be wary of that structure on the chart as well. Now, for trade possibilities, we have 2 trades running at the moment that I mentioned in the previous videos. One from this B wave bottom over here that is currently in around 7% profit, and one from this range over here that is currently in around a 10% profit. So where would I get in right now? I would get in at around this 1-to-1 level at $100,000 with a short. Right? It would be a low leverage short with a stop loss sitting at around this $108,000 level. But that is what I would personally do, right? At the moment, you can see this is now losing some steam. We have an A, B, and a C up. And if we get a possible A, B, C, but this pushes way higher, and a 4, 5, that will be an indication that we have something different on the chart, right? But at the moment, we have a standard 3-wave correction, and we can even start adding some shorts to the area now, right? That is my main trade possibility at the moment. But guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Do be careful when you trade. It's a hectic market out there, so do be careful. But thanks for watching the video. It's been Max Trades Crypto. Cheers, guys.